You more than likely don't understand manifestation, and that's why things in your life could seem like it's going the opposite direction of whatever it is you're trying to manifest. So most likely, and I'm gonna be honest, this myself included, you learned about manifestation through one of the many cookie cutter ways that everybody else has learned about it. Whether that be through the movie or the book, The Secret, you might have been watching an interview or a podcast with somebody and they brought up the law of attraction and that sounded appealing to you, or you've more than likely fell into the more mainstream version that's being spread online all the time. There's no intrinsic problem with any of them. They just don't explain the depths of how this thing actually works. This energy, law of attraction, manifestation shit it's very complex to try to understand. So let's get into the breakdown. Let's say for this particular scenario, you've been trying to manifest a true loving companionship for years. You meditate on it, you think about it, you believe it, whatever. Most people assume that they're gonna live their life, and at some point, because you're manifesting it, the universe is just gonna spawn this person in front of you, right? Like some bad Call of Duty type shit. Just appears right in front of you. That's how it works. And for the sake of this one, let's say this manifestation in particular has 10 steps, and you have to go through those steps 1 through 10 in order, one by one. Most people, it's very simple to complete step 1 and complete step 2. Step 3 might be the one you get stuck on for years, or even indefinitely, depending on where your belief system actually is. So let's say step 1 is believe and you shall receive. And let's say step 2 is stop chasing and it will attract to you. Stop chasing it. Stop chasing the manifestation. It will come to you. Step 3 is where it gets difficult, because step 1 and 2, they all have to do with the very fancy belief system part about it. But step 3 is where I believe the universe starts to inject a lot of nuances in your life that directly challenge your belief system in whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. So let's say step 3, you go out on a date with somebody, and this date turns out to be shitty. It is trash. It's essentially the opposite of what you were trying to actually manifest in your head. So you finish this whack ass date, then you start thinking like, damn man, am I ever gonna manifest that person? Yeah, I just gotta keep manifesting it. So you go on another date and it turns out the exact same way. You go home, repeat the line of questioning, say you're gonna manifest it, go on another date, repeat the cycle. Come home, repeat the same line of questioning, everything seems like it keeps repeating itself. And this is how a lot of people could get stuck on any particular step of that manifestation forever. So the reason you get stuck is the questioning. You're directly challenging your own belief, even though after the questioning, you tell yourself the same thing. I'm gonna manifest it. You go on the shitty date, come back, the questioning keeps coming up. Damn, am I ever gonna find that person? So you would ask me like, okay, well then, so how much am I supposed to believe? I believe I'm gonna manifest it, even though bad things keep happening. But I keep saying I'm gonna manifest it, so it should be fine, right? So let's say I ask you a question and I say, how sure are you that you're watching a video of me right now? You would be like, I mean, what the fuck? Like, I'm obviously watching you right now. And then I ask you again, I'm saying, okay, I get that, but how sure are you, right? Like, are you sure you're watching me right now? You would be like 150%, you moron. Obviously I'm watching you. I could see you, motherfucker. That same absolute knowing that you have that you're watching, there's no line of questioning that goes into that. You just know that for an absolute fact. You don't have to manifest that you're watching me. You just know that. And that is the same absolute knowing you have to have after every shitty date you go on, because you're trying to manifest that true loving companionship. What I personally believe is that the universe will throw 1,000 tests at you, and all of these tests are perfectly designed to challenge your belief system in your own manifestation. So it's very nuanced things. It's gonna feel like things are going the exact opposite of what you manifested, right? And then when the universe is crafting that 1,000th test in the potion, right? It's making that 1,000th test. It's like, this is the last one. And then it sends that out. And then you still, same reaction. Still like, I just know this shit is gonna happen. I know for a fact. I know I'm watching trading on this screen. The universe, after that 1,000th test, is like, all right, I done thrown every opposition at this person. Their belief system is just unwavering. It's not changing in the slightest. They believe they gonna do this. So all right, here's take your manifestation. You got it. You clearly believe it's gonna happen and are not concerned of any other reality where that doesn't happen. So here it is. Problem is, a lot of us can begin that line of questioning right on that 999th test that the universe crafted, right? And it was just like one more to push through. But it's aware of that. The universe is aware that people cannot do things repetitiously over and over and over again with no sign of evidence. And since it knows that, it takes all of these tests and it puts them in front of you to challenge if you will ever change that belief system, right? And a good quote for that I learned a long time ago is, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. So just because you technically can't see anything going on in front of you doesn't mean that there's a bunch of, other shit going on behind you that's crafting that manifestation or whatever it is that you're working towards. So the universe it's just testing you. How sure are you that you're watching this video? How sure are you that you're gonna find that loving companionship? So it's a completely different energy you're putting into those things, because one of them you genuinely do believe is gonna happen and you're gonna manifest, and the other one, it's a belief system, but it's not even so much a belief. You just know that I am watching this dude. Right? There is a black person on my screen and I could see that. You know it. That whole believe and you shall receive bullshit don't work. It appeals to the mind of people that don't want to work for anything and just want to be able to sit on their ass and think it into existence and thinks that's how it works. So what if you don't even know what manifestation is and good or bad things are happening in your life anyway? What does that mean? It's all based around the energy your heart and mind orbit on the daily. The quality of your heart and mind directly reflect the quality of life that's projected in front of you. Most people's outlook on life directly contradicts their entire belief in something like manifestation. Like, say you believe you are going to manifest a new car and you don't know how yet, but you've heard of manifestation. That belief is contradicted if, let's say, you're having financial problems and you have no idea how and when you're ever going to get out of that. It's not due to the lack of money itself why you failed to manifest that car, but because you believe one thing will manifest in your life while simultaneously being unsure of how something else will manifest in your life. The belief has to be consistent in all areas of your life, not just the big things you want in life, not just the millions of dollars, not just the mansions, the fancy cars. It has to go hand in hand with everything you believe in. That's a very basic foundation of my understanding of manifestation and the law of attraction. Future videos, I plan on breaking this down further and really going into the whole like dreamy side of shit, right? Because it obviously gets much deeper than what's on the surface, but I only claim to know so much because I'm never going to be a person, no matter how many years I study this, that believes he knows even 50% of it. What I still believe at the end of the day is everything I just told you is my head's way of perceiving the projected life in front of me. And I wanted to be able to clear that up because I think a lot of people throw around that word manifestation nowadays, but don't really understand the potency of what it is and how to reach it. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video and didn't take anything I said too personal, hopefully you can find some interest in any other topic that I may choose to give my opinion on, because at the end of the day, I'm just trading opinions and you're free to trade yours as well. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be back either way, and I'm going to catch you on the flip. And when I do, that's just it.